Hey everybody, Brad Giants here with Paul Sycamore. Are you ready for the Women's Division part of our fall preview show? That's right, we have our 24 divas from the Women's Division roster all prepped up for another exciting season. That's right, Paul, and be sure to stay tuned after the races where we have our 4 qualifying nations for tournament champions for the month of August. So Paul, are you ready? I'm ready wherever you are. Then let's head down to the field for our first Women's Division race of the season. Alright, to start off the Women's Division action, we have the superstar who wound up in 3rd place for the past 2 seasons, Helen Benjamin. She'll be taking on one of the newcomers, Fanny Hooper. Along with the return of an old favorite from Season 1, she's Diana Schumacher. Yep, it's time for another exciting edition of the Women's Division season, so let's stick to it. Good luck to the first 3 divas, and let's have a Chao race! Alright, here it is, the opening race of the 2018 Women's Division season. As the first 3 divas make their way towards the palm trees, and one of the silver Chao decided to go to rest, and that's number 2, as a matter of fact. Right now, Helen, Fanny, and Diane are all shaking the palm trees, trying to earn a win to start off the 2018 season. And right now it's going to be Diane Schumacher who's going to have command lead up in front. And who's going to get the first speedrunners of the 2018 Women's Division season? It is going to be none other than number 8, who quickly wakes up from his nap, and now he's catching up to Helen Benjamin over at the bridges. Right now, back in the pack, we see Fanny Hooper and a couple of silver Chao taking the bridges. One of the silver Chao is heading for the water, and it will be number 6, who had control of speed race number 2 in this race, and he's going to rest out, try and get some attention here. Number 7 seems like he's also swimming like crazy in the water. And who will get the next command speed runners on Women's Division race premiere? Let's find out. It's number 1, who is way behind the competition. That was a good speed rush right now. Will we get some more? We'll find out soon enough. Diane Schumacher has a commanding lead over number 6, who's safely in the lead over the 5 silver Chao with 2nd place. And it's number 2 who will get the next command as we pass the 1 minute mark. Pausing for a moment, now he has a lot of catching up to do. Fanny Hooper looks like she also really needs the help. But there's always the rest of the season for Fanny Hooper. She's surely having a great time in the 2018 Women's Division roster this season. Anyway, number 8 will get his 2nd speed race of the race. Someone pausing from 1, and Diane Schumacher is making his way towards the wall. Meanwhile, number 6 is trying to guard 2nd place over Helen Benjamin, last year's 3rd place participant. And it looks like there goes Helen Benjamin with the next command speed race, trying to make a statement in the early run. Number 2, number 1, and Fanny Hooper are all battling for dear life. Will any of them get a speed race in time? Looks like number 2 will get it, just barely. So now he will move a couple places thanks to that speed race. That makes his 2nd speed race, by the way. But right now, Diane Schumacher is heading towards the home stretch, and number 6 is still in the lead over the 5 silver Chao with 2nd place. Diane Schumacher should be able to hold off number 6 easily. Yup! As Fanny Hooper will get the next command speed race. Well, that's always next time. Diane Schumacher has this race all wrapped up, but with number 6, Fanny and Helen will have enough distance to catch up to her in time. Diane Schumacher wins the opening race for the 2018 Women's Division season. And number 8 will get his 3rd speed race of the race. Take a look at point number 2 and point number 7 battling for the right all the way back. As we have time for one more speed runners of this opening race of the Women's Division season. Who's going to get the last speed runners? Just barely, and it's going to be number 1 who gets it, making his 2nd speed runners of the race, leaving numbers 2 and 7 in the dust. And Diane Schumacher ties up the win to start off her return season. That's right, but we're just getting started. We'll be right back with more after this message. And now, Paul, let's proceed to race number 2. Right, race number 2 will feature new member Jordy Silvers against Carly Hoffman and Lisa Marigold. We welcome Jordy to the Chao Racing family. So excited for her to be with us this season. Let's find out how well she'll fare during her first race of the season. Best luck to the 3 next divas, and please start the race! Alright, so Jordy Silvers is starting her Chao Racing Women's Division career, trying to start off her season with a W on her debut. She is facing two Chao from Season 1, Carly Hoffman and Lisa Marigold in the 4, 4, and 5 positions respectively. Jody is at the number 3 position. Right now on the free Chao they eat food, and it looks like Lisa Marigold is going to rest. That means she's going to be left behind in the competition from the other Divas. And what will these Divas be doing? It looks like Jody Silvers in his debut race is heading for the water. And so is Carly Hoffman. As the first superstar to get speed bus for race number 2 on the Women's Division season is number 6, who is also heading for the water along with one of the other Stuart Chao. And right now, number 8 is the rest. So number 7 is going to make the pass to lead number 8 in the dust. And look at this, number 1 is going to rest as well. That's speed bus number 2 in this race, winning by number 7, who leads numbers 1 and 8 in the dust after they go to rest. Carly Hoffman is trying to defend the lead over newcomer Jody Silvers as they make their way towards the top of the hill and heading into the next portion of the course. As number 8 gets some help, but he's going to be a lot more help than that with that speed bus. We are passing the 1 minute mark, and it looks like Carly Hoffman was resting for a while. Looks like Lisa Marigold also trying to get back in the groove. We'll get the next command speed bus. It is number 7. That makes the second speed bus of the race. And look at that. He passes number 1 because number 1 was taunting for him. So now number 1 will have to deal with number 8, the battle for D-Life, all the way back to back. Both of these Chao really need to get a speed bus if you want to get back in this one. But it's back to number 7, who leaves numbers 1 and 8 in the dust for the second time in this race. And Jody Silvers up in the front is making his way towards the wall with Carly Hoffman and number 6 right on their tail. Who is going to be the winner of this next race? We'll soon know later on. Next PS belongs to Lisa Marigold, who's trying hard number 7 and 2 for 4th place. Number 8 is getting left behind in the competition along with number 1. And it will be number 6 who dominates over the 5 Silver Chao with the next command speed bus. Right now, Jody Silvers is heading towards the home stretch. I don't think Carly Hoffman will get a chance to make the pass from Jody Silvers. Yep, Jody Silvers' season is going to start off with a W on her scorecard this week for fall preview show in St. Louis. As Lisa Marigold takes her second speed bus of the race, Jody Silvers is going to get her first win of her Chao Racing career. Jody Silvers is the winner of this one. She is the first newcomer of the 2018 Women's Division season to earn a win tonight. Well done. Carly Hoffman will come in second place, and it looks like number 1 will close out the speed bus of the race. That makes it second speed bus of the race, and right now number 8 is getting left behind in the competition all the way in the back. He can just forget about this race. Alright, great job, Jody Silvers. Yeah, that's the way to start off her career. Coming up, we got more exciting action on fall preview information, but first, I'm gonna look at this. Alright, this next race is very important for one because, yep, the next race will feature Christina Bennett, the wife of Antonio Bennett, taking on Rona Hoffman and Sylvia Jones. Christina Bennett was so close from reaching the playoffs in her first 2 seasons, only to be beaten by Helen Benjamin at the last minute. So now she's had to try out once again to try to clinch a spot in the 2019 playoffs. Let's see if she can make that happen. Let's rock this place! So, after her dreams were shattered in both the 2017 and 2018 playoff contention, Christina Bennett looks to make her 2019 redemption run the better charm. And right now she and the other 2 Chao are chicken depositories, they're bringing down that crunchy fruit, and now they're going to eat the fruit, and it looks like they're all dancing to the beat. That means the 5 Silver Chao will have the privilege to catch up to them in a hurry. And there goes the 3 Divas busting on the line. Number 6 will have the privilege to battle with the 3 Divas up in the front. And who will get the win toss of this race as Rona Hoffman heads for water? It's gonna be number 2 who gets it. And right now number 8 is getting left behind in the competition all the way at the back of the pack in last place of the Big Chao. Who will get speed bus number 2 of this race? We're about to find out right now. It's number 7 who will get speed bus number 2 in this race. Catch up to number 2 for 6th place. And right now it is Rona Hoffman who fly down the water. now has command of the lead over number 1 in the category. And who will get the next command speeders as we pass the 1 minute mark? It's going to be Cynthia Jones, who's battling with number 1 for second place, with Christina Bennett right on their tail, catching up to them. By now, number 7 and 8 are getting left behind in the competition. And no, someone is pausing for more. As we head back into Cynthia Jones. Oh, and down goes Christina Bennett. That's going to cause us serious damage. By now, it looks like Mona Hoffman is safely ahead of the other two divas in a hurry. And who got the next one? It is number 6, who leaves on the 5-0 Chao with that speeders. By now, poor number 7 and poor number 8 really needed some help. Which runman will get it? It's number 8 who really needed that help. And by now, Mona Hoffman is going to rest. That means Christina Bennett will have command and the lead of the 3 divas heading into the home stretch. But anything can happen in the Chao Racing Divas. That's the motto for each and every week here on Chao Racing 2018. Next PS belongs to Cynthia Jones, but I think she'll want it in first place. And look at this! Mona Hoffman has made the pass for Christina Bennett after going to rest at the top of the wall. Looks like Mona Hoffman will spoil Christina Bennett's fun and redemption this week. As number 1 will take the next command speeders, you can call it up for Mona Hoffman. She beats out Christina Bennett and Cynthia Jones to the goal line. That was exciting, huh, Brandon? Right, Mona Hoffman is taking his first step towards our 2019 playoff run, and we'll have more exciting after this, so stay tuned. Alright, let's continue our fall preview show for the women's division. That's right, the next race for race number 4 will feature Tony Griffin, Molly Brown, and Zoe Baylor. And here's a look at the lineup for this next race. Hang on. And now let's head down to the field again. Everyone is on the clock. Go up to the next week, divas, and please start the race! Alright, so we have 2 newcomers, Tony Griffin and Zoe Baylor, along the return of Molly Brown. And it looks like number 6 and 8 are going to rest, trying to get some attention here. They're going to be left behind in the competition for a while. Right now, the 3 divas are going to eat the fruit after shaking the palm trees. And it looks like Molly Brown will have command of the lead because Tony Griffin is dancing to the beat. That's going to be followed by number 2, and he's going to rest. That's going to be followed by Zoe Baylor in second place. And it looks like both Molly Brown and Zoe Baylor are heading for the water. As number 2, who makes the pass from sleeping, Tony Griffin wins the winning toss. Yep, Tony Griffin's going to rest, so now she will have a lot of catching up to do if he wants to win this one. And who got speed race number 2? It's our current leader, Molly. Currently leading over Zoe Baylor as they make their way towards the top of the hill. Boy, Tony Griffin better hurry up. She doesn't want to settle for a loss off her debut season. Trying to make a statement in the only one. Let's find out if it will pay off or not as the next speed race will be made by number 7, who is trying desperately to catch up and win number 2. And it's number 8 also really needs some help. We passed the 1 minute mark of the race. The fans are showing joining our fall preview show for the 2018 season. And it's number 6 who have the next command speeders, catching up to our current leader over the 4-0 Chao, 5-0 Chao number 1. Meanwhile, back in the valley front, Molly Brown has command of the lead, but Tony Griffin is starting to feel the groove, trying to make a comeback. And here comes Tony Griffin with the next command speeders. She is trying to make a comeback here. Oh, and down goes number 8 back in the very bag. That's going to cause serious damage. Well, he's going to get the next command speeders. Now trying to catch up to both numbers 2 and 7 for dear life. And look at this. Molly Brown is going to rest. That means Tony Griffin will have command of the lead up in the front after being left behind in the competition early on in the race. What a deal by Tony. As the next speeders will be made by Zoe Baylor, who is catching up to Molly Brown in second place. Tony Griffin defending the lead for the first time in her career. And it looks like by a sample feed, she will get the job done this week for our fall preview show. Yep, as number 7 will get his second speed race of the race. Looks like Molly Brown and Zoe Beal won't have enough distance to catch up to Tony Griffin in time. As Zoe Beal takes her second speed race, Tony Griffin holds on Molly Brown and Zoe Beal for the victory. So Tony Griffin with that miracle comeback starts off her debut season with a W on her scorecard. Yes, excellent comeback, Tony. Back after today's messages. Do not go away. Alright, time for race number 5. Race number 5 will feature new player Wendy Harris, Allison Stewart, and Rio Posey. Rio Posey is our defending 4th place finalist from last year's 2017-2018 season. Let's find out who will get the victory for this next race. Good luck to the next 4 divas. Everyone's on guard, and let's rock this place. Here we go. And with the next race of the Women's Division play of the Fall Preview Show for Chao Racing 2018. And the fans are surely loving the new group of divas, including a couple of returning ones, like the defending champion Fortune that's coming up at the end of this show. And runner-up Cindy Newton also coming up, but right now it is the defending 4th place participant, Rio Posey, who will be battling with Wendy and Allison. And there goes Rio Posey. She's going to have command the lead. Allison Stewart decided to dance to the beat. Wendy Harris is catching up to her in a hurry. Looks like they'll decide to both take the bridges. Who's going to have control? We'll find out soon enough. As the first superstar against Beepus is... Flying on the wall, the first superstar against Beepus is Allison Stewart. Trying to make a statement in the early line. And number 6 is getting left behind in the competition, heading over to the bridges. And it looks like Speed Bus number 2 we made by Wendy Harris. That was you see that? That's an unusual glitch. Well, anyway, that's definitely be on YouTube. Well, anyway, Allison Stewart has come in on the lead over Rio Posey and Wendy Harris up in the front. And it looks like Wendy Harris will get back-to-back speeders. Try not fall in the water, and she used the rest. That's going to drop down a couple of places to like 7th place or so. Number 6 seems like he's also getting left behind the competition. We passed the 1 minute mark, and it looks like, yep, she's going to get some help. Now trying to make a pass from Wendy Harris after forcing to go to rest. Meanwhile, back up in front, Allison Stewart is trying to defend the lead over Rio Posey, heading into the sapphire portion, heading into the wall. Which one of them will earn the W on the scorecard to begin the 2018 Women's Division season? We'll find out soon enough in the only run. Next PS belongs to Wendy Harris. That makes her first speed buzz of the race. And number 6, Torrance for one. So he'll be left behind in the competition for the 2nd time in this race. I don't think either Wendy Harris or one of the Silver Child will get a speed buzz. Right away, looks like, yep, they're all going to approach the wall here, folks. So the next speed buzz is going to be made by out in the front, and it's Rio Posey, who decides to forget about going to rest. He takes the lead away from Allison Stewart with the next command speed buzz. But Allison Stewart can still make a comeback with Rio Posey. Rita and Allison are both approaching the home stretch. There they go, they're approaching the home stretch. Rio Posey's in the lead. And here's Allison Stewart with another speed buzz, making the pass from Rio Posey to take the lead for the 2nd time in this race. Rio Posey trying one last effort to stay alive, but it looks like Allison Stewart with that speed buzz is going to hold on for the victory. And there you have it, Allison Stewart with that must-be speed buzz defeats Rio Posey towards the goal line. As number 6, the special calls on speed buzz for the race, I think. Yep. Allison Stewart made the impossible. He overcome Rio Posey's pass while snoozing at the top of the wall, and she wins this one. Yep. He teaches kids never give up on their dreams, especially to run for a championship. Now we present these commercials, and then we'll be back for more of our Fall Preview Show here on Chao Racing. Do not go away. And now race number 6. Race number 6 will feature Pauline Carter, Sasha Gispo, and Kelsey Jensen. I like that name. Anyway, Pauline Carter won the first ever Women's Division Championship back in the 2016-2017 season. Back for another season, she got her wins from last year's 2017-2018 season. Let's find out how well she'll do in this season. Best of luck to free viewer. Please fight the legs. And it looks like Kelsey Jensen is going to rest. That means Pauline Carter and Sasha Gisbo will have the opening edge. Let's find out which one will pay off or not in the early run. By now, Pauline and Sasha are making way out of side gates and into the palm trees. And now they're going to shake down that coconut shake fruit. The fans are cheering on these two superstars up in front. They ate the fruit and they're off and running. These two shall be bowing from the lead up in the front. But Kelsey Jensen's starting to feel like the groove again. I don't know. And it looks like Sasha Gisbo is heading for the water. As the first superstar to get speedless is number 7, who wakes up from his nap, and now he's trying to lead number 6 in the dust in the back. And number 2 taunts for one, but he's expected to take the water, so he'll get a little bit of ground hopefully. And number 7 taunts for one. So number 6 will have the privilege to battle with him up in the bridges for dear life. These two shall are battling neck to neck at the bridges as number 7, who beats out number 6 for the second time in this race, opens this one up with back-to-back speeders. And look at this, Kelsey Jensen has found the groove. She's starting to make a comeback ahead of Sasha Gisbo. Watch out, Sasha, the yellow pop your Kelsey is right on your tail. As number 8, well, the next command speeders back in here, and one of the Chao is taunting for one. And it looks like Pauline Carter taunts for more now. That'll drop down a couple of places as we pass the 1 minute mark on its face. And who got the next one? It's back to number 7. That makes 3 speeders of the last 4 times number 7 has got it. Number 8 got the last one. Right now, numbers 1 and 6 are both battling for dear life. They really want to get a speedbus, so they want to get back in the game. But who really got the next command speedbus? It is going to be number 2, who went down for the count with the next command speeders, now trying to stay alive in the game. Meanwhile, Sasha Gisbo is starting to get tailgated by Kelsey Jensen. Kelsey is right on her tail, and the fans are cheering on this popular girl they love. And look at this, Sasha Gisbo is going to rest. That means Kelsey will come in the win. Yeah, the fans are cheering on Kelsey with all their might. Let's hope she hangs on. Next belongs to number 6, and that will be enough to take the lead over the 5-7 Chao and the 2017 Women's Division Champion Pauline Carter. And right now, number 2 is going to rest. And it looks like number 1 is going to rest. As number 2 wakes up with the next command speeders, that makes his second speeders of the race. And the fans are really going to be happy for Kelsey Jensen this week. Kelsey Jensen is going to leave Sasha Gisbo in the dust. As number 7 takes a 4 speeders on his race, Kelsey Jensen has done it! Yeah, Kelsey Jensen is the winner! She beats out Sasha Gisbo after forcing to take him out at the starting gate. What a deal! The fans are really happy with the result. They approve Kelsey Jensen's performance as number 1 will close out the speeders race. Yay! Kelsey Jensen, we applaud you! Well done! Coming up, there's more on match for you, but first have a look at this. Alright, the next race will feature last year's runner-up. That's right, it's Cindy Newton in its next race, taking on the 2 most popular Chao Racing Divas, Erica Fellows and Rihanna Simon. Cindy Newton was beaten by Lydia Fortin in last season's Women's Division Championship. Now she's trying her best to get back on track so that she'll have a second chance at a Women's Division Championship for the 2019. Everyone is on the clock, so without further ado, let's have a challenge! And Rihanna Simon is first. So it's Cindy Newton versus Erica Fellows up in the front as they make their way towards the palm trees. And Cindy Newton's going to rest, which means Erica Fellows, one of the strongest Chao in the Chao Racing Women's Division universe, will have full control of the upper hand. And now she is going to eat the fruit, and it looks like she's dancing to the beat. Now give the yellow 2 Chao a potential to catch up with 2, and number 8 is going to rest. And here comes Cindy Newton. She will have the privilege to battle with Erica Fellows up in front, all in number 1, as Rihanna Simon, who wakes up on a snap, wins the winning toss, and right now number 7 and 6 are getting left behind in the competition, battling behind we had Simon. These two Chao getting left behind, and it looks like number 6 is heading for water, as he will get speed bus number 2 in this race. Now trying to catch up in a hurry. By now, Erica Fells and Sydney Newton are battling over at the bridges, exiting the bridges for a while, and now making their way to the top of the hill. Looks like number 1 will have command of the lead, with Rihanna Simon having the best position so far in 2nd place. As number 2 will have the next command SPS. Number 1 is currently in the lead, with Rihanna Simon catching up to him. That's followed by Erica Fells and Sydney Newton. And who will have the next command speed bus? It's number 8. That's who, trying to lead numbers 2 and 7 in the dust. We passed the 1 minute mark. This is an exciting race. Poor number 2 and poor number 7 are both getting left behind in the competition. But it's Sydney Newton who will have the next command speed bus, trying desperately to get his first step towards redemption. By now, it is number 2 and 6 who are both getting left behind in the competition, along with number 7 and number 8. These 4 silver Chao don't want to be left behind from number 1. Which one will gain some help? It's number 7, that's who. So now he will have the privilege to lead over the other silver Chao with 5th place. Meanwhile, Rihanna Simon seems like she has the lead over Sydney Newton. But Erica Fells is quickly making a statement. She's making a comeback here, folks. Next belongs to number 8. Now she has control of 5th place. Numbers 2, 6, and 7 are all battling for dear life, all the way in the back in the freeway battle for survival. There they go and make your way towards the top of the wall. And this time number 8 goes for consecutive. That makes his first speed bus to the race. And he dominates over the 5 silver Chao ahead of number 1. Back of his front, Erica Fells looks like she has this race all wrapped up, ladies and gentlemen. She's trying to hold up Rihanna Simon in the battle of the 2 most popular divas in the Chao Racing Divas. And it looks like Erica Fells is going to get the job done this week. Yep. As number 7 takes his 2nd speed bus race, and number 2 is getting left behind competition. That went up for Erica Fells over Rihanna Simon. Erica won the battle against Rihanna, and thus she takes his first step towards her 2019 title chances. Sydney Newton will close on speed bus race. Well, there's always the rest of the season for Sydney's redemption run. And Erica Fells, congratulations, you're making a sweet done this week. That's what we keep you on next week. Back at the event, do not go away. Welcome back to Chao Racing 2018, and now it's time for the final race of our 2018 Fall Preview Special. That's right, the last race when we win the Women's Division play, and we have our returning champion, Olivia Forte. She'll be taking on Eris Fredrickson and Kelly Dawson. Olivia Forte made her redemption last season against Sydney Newton in the 2nd annual Women's Division Championship. This year, she's trying her best to repeat as Women's Division Champion for 2019. Let's see if she can make it happen this year. Please start the race. Alright, so Olivia Forte is beginning her quest for repeat for her 2018-2019 Chao Racing Women's Division season. For her first test, she'll face up against old friend Eris Fredrickson, along with a newcomer, Kelly Dawson, in her first race with us this year. Right on the 3 Chao Grenade Fruit, and all 3 divas are off and running, with Eris Fredrickson currently sitting in 1st place. And who will get the final opening toss of our Fall Preview Special this year? It's gonna be number 2 who gets it, and he will join a couple Stuart Chao and some of our divas at the water. Number 1 seems like he's also joining them in the water. As Beavis number 2 in this race, winning by number 6, who desperately needs to catch up over at the bridges, along with number 8. And look at this, Olivia Forte has made a pass from Eris Fredrickson, but Eris is rapidly catching up to him, trying to battle with Olivia Forte for the lead as they make their way towards South Hill, and they will be heading into the Sapphire portion of the course next. As the next speed bus will be made by number 8, who needed some help, and he got it. Now trying to lead number 6 and us, and look at that, number 7 taunts from 1, and Kelly Dawson is scored us. That means she'll drop down a couple of places due to that nap. And who got the next one? It is number 7, Natsu. Now battling with Kelly Dawson and numbers 2 and 1 in a battle for 3rd place. Core number 6 and 8, meanwhile, are getting left behind still. I think one of them needs to get a couple more speeders, and I mean now. Looks like it's gonna be number 6 will get a chance. That will make his second speed bus in the race, but I think these two are going to be left behind for competition for a while. And right now it is Alex Wilson who got back the lead from Olivia Fortin, making his way top of the wall, and she's going to rest. But she will still have the lead over Olivia Fortin, and look at this! She gets the next command speed bus as the leader. After waking up as now, trying to put this one away a little bit early. Olivia Fortin can still survive, or Kelly Dawson, if they have enough flying power to catch up with Alex Wilson at the home stretch. Here we go, approaching the home stretch for the final time of our fall preview special this year. And it looks like Kelly Dawson will have the next command speed bus, but that was only enough for 3rd place. And Olivia Fortin has made the pass from Alex Wilson for the 2nd time in this race, and she is swimming away from her this time. As number 7 takes his second speed bus race, Olivia Fortin holds off her Divas to win this one. She is taking her first step towards her 2019 Road to Repeat campaign. That's right, what a deal by Olivia Fortin. Back in a bit, do not go away. Well, we're almost out of time for our final preview show, but before we go, let's hear what Paul has to say about the August Tournament of Champions qualifying nations. That's right. As you can see, Juven Oja will replace Samu Uinaro as the participant from Team Russia this year, along with Watson Hill from Hungary, Mijabi Hill from Slovakia, and Fanako Stern of Benin. Congratulations to these 4 qualifiers representing those nations. We'll see them in less than 4 months for the annual Tournament of Champions in Lisbon. And that does it for this year's Fall Preview Show. Next week, September 2nd, will be the official return of our 64th season of Chao Racing 2018 as our 48 men superstars continue their quest for the 2019 title, all of our 24 divas ready for a shot at 2019 Women's Division title. Paul, I'm sure you're anxious to get this one underway, right? We'll see them all then. Alright, so until then, this is Brad Shine signing off. Thanks to everyone attending in the St. Louis, Missouri audience today. Keep on smiling, and we'll see you next week. So long, everybody! This is Paul Sagamore signing off. Thank you for joining us for our 2018 Fall Preview Show here on Chao Racing. See you next week for the official return of Chao Racing 2018!